Yay, liberty! All right. The Supreme Court decided in favor of the Christian baker in Colorado. I think his name's Phillips. Anyway, good news. In a decision 7-2 brought down from the highest court in the U.S., the Supreme Court decided in favor of a Christian baker in his decision to refuse to render services of an artistic nature for a gay wedding. If you're not familiar with the case, the Colorado District Court, or State Court or whatever, or even, maybe it had just been like a local court, I don't know. They decided that the bakery was in violation of the gay couple's rights to equal treatment under the law. The case was explained, look, this has nothing to do with them being gay. I didn't refuse to serve them, I just refused to engage in my craft for the purposes of their event, which I have a religious objection to. Well, the local court didn't like that, and they fined him, hit him with a fine, and said, look, you either perform this or you have to stop performing. You either perform this service or you have to stop making wedding cakes altogether. And so he chose to stop making wedding cakes altogether. The court, he appealed it, and it's gone up. It went up to the Supreme Court, highest court in the land, and they decided in his favor, and rightfully so. I do think that if a gay person walks into your establishment and says, please make me a cake for our gay wedding or whatever, it behooves you as a business to do the work. I mean, you shouldn't necessarily turn away business because you might have a conscientious objection to the type of work you're being asked to do. But you should, as a business, have that right. Now, the case was decided by the court that because it was on First Amendment grounds, I believe. I haven't read the whole court decision, and it'll probably be a while before I read the whole thing, but my understanding is that because it was put forward as he's a creative professional, he is an artist, and he should have the right to choose how he expresses himself, or for in what instances he should express himself or can express himself. And he made it clear. He said, look, I will sell you a cake out of the case. I will sell you any cake you like, but I'm not going to make a custom cake because I don't make custom cakes for gay weddings. I don't make custom cakes for divorces. I don't make custom cakes for Halloween or anything that goes against my religious beliefs. And I'm like, sounds perfectly reasonable. He set himself up as these are these instances in which he'll do, render his services in the form of custom cake making. Nobody has the right to force him to violate that motto or that business practice, as far as I'm concerned. If you do think that he should be forced by the state to render services for something that violates his conscience, then where does it stop? That's the real question, right? If you are in favor of the gay couple being able to force someone to render services, then what you're saying is you're in favor of slavery. And that might sound like hyperbole, but think about it for a moment. If the state says you must render these services, else face a penalty, whether that be incarceration for contempt of court, or you will pay a injurious fine to the point where you might have to shut down your business to pay back the fine, or what have you. You're saying that the state has the right to force people to do work that they don't wish to do. And that's slavery. Doesn't matter that he's paid for it. If he doesn't want to do it, forcing him to do it is slavery. Forced labor. So, for all those people who think this was a loss for the LGBT community, I wouldn't look at it that way. I'd say it was a win for freedom and a win for individual liberty and a win for the right to object, the right to abide by your own conscience. Anyway, just wanted to get my thoughts out on that. I did do a video about creative professionals and their right to object, their right to refuse a while back when, I don't know, probably around when this case first started gaining some visibility. Anyway, I can link that in the description if you want to look at it. But yeah, I just wanted to get my thoughts out on that. Thanks folks for watching, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Yay, liberty.